welcome back the committee. As you have seen, we had just a short meeting and that was an easy decision. We all appreciated very much your talk, your work, how you just prepared your dossier, and excellent answer to the difficult question by the different experts. And I think we all voted in favor of promoting you for the PhD doctorate. Congratulations. Two words is rather unusual for a clinician to have a PhD. Is just the normal track for a researcher like Luglio for his group. We have other PhD in our institution. Marco Balginilli, being the first one, but also Elena Caporali, also Giulio Conte, but is the very first obtained in our PhD school, and this is a PhD supported by a foundation mentioned by Antonio Landi, and I think it's important to remember one thing. Antonio was dedicated to 50% during 3 years of his time to work for the PhD. PhD is not just something you can buy, you can rent, you can just, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of work, it's a dedicated work. And I really would like to express my gratitude to you for what you have done, also for the institution, for the Cardiocentro. I would like to thank our unique talent, Marco Balginilli, your mentor, your director. You all know Marco Balginilli is really an outstanding researcher. Is I would say, the colleague I can imagine. Is a dream colleague and friend. But what you did in your research work is really incredible. And congratulations to your group and congratulations to you because you really follow the tracks indicated by Marco Balginilli. You did a great job. Congratulations. And I leave you now for the laudatio.
Again, thank you, Lucio, and thank you, Felix, for making all this possible. And of course, thanks to you, Antonio, for your work. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I think it would be important to transition from evidence, from facts, from data, from p-values, from hazard ratio into emotions. And that's why I have some notes here with me, because I can be very easily blown away by emotion when speaking about you. I have now the privilege to be the first one to call upon you with the terminology doctor. You are now a doctor in philosophy, so congratulations for this. You have deserved it extremely highly. And I would like to spend a few seconds not speaking about your scientific skills, because I think those are very clear to everybody. You would have been writing in this extremely thick book, full of content, full of information. And I would like to congratulate you on how you achieved that book, because a PhD title means a lot of things. Your PhD is very full, and I would like to officially, openly tell you that I have applied within the committee for a cum laude. Nobody knows whether that is allowed by a local university, but that will be discussed. So this is something that we'll still need to follow up upon. I would like to spend a few seconds again discussing Antonio, not Dr. Landi, but Antonio, because you came here shortly after me, 5 years ago, 2020. You passed many months in my office, grounded in my office, I would say back then. You were sitting in a small chair in front of me. We had a lot of time to share things, evidence, data, but also personal feelings. You grew up tremendously since then. You became a husband. You became a wonderful father, and now we have a wonderful testimony of what I am speaking about. I would like to close by mentioning two things which may not be very visible to the majority of us in the room. Mainly the fact that you are an incredibly talented human being, beyond your scientific skills and beyond your clinical capabilities. You spoke about personalized medicine. I think you have been the ideal candidate for the personalized doctor and personalized colleague, because you have been able to adapt yourself to this environment, which is unique, I have to say. I had to do that exercise myself as well. Cardiocentro is Cardiocentro. And you adapted yourself terribly well to the environment, to the people, to the changing environment. And so that is something extraordinary, which speaks very highly about your capabilities of being an incredible, talented human being. But also something which is not visible and is very rarely discussed, despite being the single most important thing in research, money, how good you have been in reaching money. You have been an incredible asset for this institution. You have been able to help me, but also doing yourself a great job even as an independent researcher and an independent applicant to get a lot of money for a lot of research which is still to come in the future. Foundation, industries, Swiss national foundations many times, including recently the IICT, a lot of million francs, and something which is not yet of public domain. I decided not to disclose the information yesterday, but to exploit your PhD defense to do so, that yesterday, mainly Antonio, I have to acknowledge him, has been extremely instrumental to get an Horizon 2020 goal approved. Yesterday, Cardiocentro got a Horizon 2025 goal approved. So this is incredible, and I think few words to conclude, because I think I said it all. The future is yours, Antonio, wherever the future will bring you. And whatever you'll be deciding to do, my only recommendations with the class 1A level is stay humble and stay balanced as much as we've been so far. Thank you very much.